What did you say, Em?
Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's race. And tonight we have for you the PC League on GT3 at Bathurst. Got that the wrong way around. Got the GT3 on PC at Bathurst for the final instalment of this 4-race series. We had GTA on Sunday, Saturday. God, this is not a good start to the stream. And then we have last night we had Pro and Pro-Am. Pro-Am, a very exciting race, and Pro wasn't exactly much of a dull race either. And then now we got the PC boys. They're going to attempt to conquer the mountain, and I'm also going to be joined in the box once again by Dizzy. How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Hope you're good.
Yes, mate. Looking forward to this. So,
absolutely. Yeah, it's a great circuit. Is Mount Panorama. Probably one of the most challenging circuits on Assetto Corsa Competizione. It's got this kind of strange aura around it as this track. I'd say it's one of those tracks that you conquer.
Yes, it's
as you
definitely
say,
a Marmite track as well.
It's all about commitment, and so yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what happens. Obviously, practice right now, and things are a little bit up in the air, like in terms of who's going to be fastest. Currently, Hemming sits there with a 2:01, which is a pretty good time, really. But you can expect probably to see the drivers going into the low 2-minute mark. But there's no sign of Matt Whitburn right now. So currently, if there's no Matt Whitburn, if he doesn't turn up, which he's still got plenty of time to turn up, if he doesn't turn up, Roy, then that means that Austin's takes this.
Yeah, just give me a second. We'll get a window set up and we'll have a look at the championship standings. Just make sure I've got no naughty stuff in the background. No, I don't want that. I want SimGrid, don't I?
That's one, yep.
So, if you would like to take part in any of our PC series, we run them all through SimGrid currently. I should probably set this up beforehand because
currently sat with Austin. So he looks like he's on a good lap at the moment. He's been really close to the wall. He's just coming down Conrad straight now. Just exited the final little corner out there onto Conrad. Carrying some speed. The Aston looking good around here at the moment, but the McLaren's yet again looking like the stronger car right now. There's a couple of McLarens in the top 10.
Yeah, I've just got the standings up, so I'm just going to create a window and then we'll have a look. Good evening, people. It's got Sarosa and Surface in the chat there. Just give me 1 second.
Doesn't go any faster. Now, the one thing I don't like to see, Roy, is what Austin's is currently doing. He was just sat just after the line. He was sat over to the left-hand side on track. I mean, when you finish your lap, really, you need to go to the end of the circuit and go to the slip road.
I did actually spot that over the weekend as well.
It's quite scary. Yeah, it's not great. Right? I mean, there's no cars behind. It's a little bit less dangerous, but you've got to be careful about the people around you, haven't you, really?
But on screen, we currently have the standings with Matt Whitburn currently leading the standings with 130 points. Daniel Austin's in second place with 125 points. Hemming in third place on 91. It's quite a bit behind. And then we've got Luke with that dreaded fourth place on 82 points. And Graham Kerr in fifth place. And he's on 81 points. 76 points we have Sirkos. Jake Sylvester, good start for him. He's in 7th place. And then Valles in 8th place. So there's quite a big drop off to points after that, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
But that's the pro standings, isn't it? Anyway.
I'd say Hemming is probably going to secure that tonight. Secure that P3. But if there's no sign of Matt Whitburn tonight, then Austin's will take this series, which would be probably a bit of a shock, really, because I think they've both been close to each other the whole series.
Yeah.
But I think Matt Whitburn's had the upper hand at a few of these events, and Dave Austin's is to just do the best that he can. So, yeah, it's interesting that there's no sign of Matt yet. Maybe he will turn up.
So I'm just looking at the standings for the Pro-Am League, which is a bit more populated. When I say a bit more, it's got 22 drivers. The other one's got, I think, 8. So Tim Williams is way out. I say way out ahead. He's actually just 6 points out in head of Pio, who's on 109 points, and Pastoris in third. So you'd expect them to make the jump, hopefully, next season. We're not expecting any big updates, I don't think, for PC with the console update coming in end of February. Just 1 month to go.
I think the next PC update now will probably be the Americas pack when that eventually gets announced and gets dropped. Okay. I think that's probably the next thing to come. So, PC, there's nothing else really to come. So we're kind of at a point now with the PC, whereas Xbox, obviously, consoles are a little bit further behind. But practice is over. We're on to quali. 15 minutes starts, and someone straight out of the pits. It's like that's Hemming. He's not wasting any time. I'm going to go and sit on board with Hemming. Just see this first out lap.
Right, I'm going to kick-start. No, do you know what? I'm going to hold off with the software at the moment until we're under the race. It looks better during the race. So Hemming's out there. First of all, making a trip back up the mountain.
Just making his way through the cut-in. Nice line through there, holding it well. Taking it up in McPhillamy. Silman Park, and then through McPhillamy and into Skyline. You see, with the cold tyres as well, everyone's going to struggle with this first lap of getting over that mountain in one piece. But Hemming dives through the Skyline and then into the dipper. And then on through to the cut-in. Struggling there on the brakes a little bit, but gets it lined up nicely and gets a good run down Conrad. This is a good first sort of lap to sort of get those tyres warm, so he's not made too many risks there to carry too much speed. He knows this lap doesn't matter. We should find him going wide here. Comes through the chase, and this is probably one of the most tricky corners on the circuit, getting the car lined up there nicely and getting a good exit. And then to the final corner. It's a good lap at this track. It's impressive to watch these guys be going around, especially when you've got some drivers that are going to be doing nearly 2 minutes a lap. That's quite quick around here. takes a lot of commitment.
In pit, yeah, it's wrong word. Bubble balls we call it. So here comes Hemming on the first timed lap in the McLaren. Didn't fare too well on the Xbox this weekend. So let's see how the McLaren boys fare tonight. Just looking, there doesn't seem to be any Luke.
Yeah. Quite a bit of traffic with everybody following. It's Mark Taylor, I think, in the BMW. He's not set a lap yet, but quite a bit of traffic up behind him. Pistorius and Pio getting a bit close, and they're fighting for position in the championship. So that's a bit typical that they've come out on the same piece of sort of track. That's probably not ideal for Pio.
I'm on the ball, Surplus. I already know what you're saying before you've even said it.
What's he said?
He's the game sound. I was turning the games. I clocked it. It was really loud. It was over your voice.
Oh, right, okay.
But so I'm it's basically juggling at the moment.
It's all right.
With technology. But no, you're doing a great job. Great job filling in, and whilst I'm messing about in the background here.
Paul Whitburn.
Is someone had it off?
Looks like he's looking strong. I
Oh.
don't think anyone's gone off yet, but everyone seems to be sticking to their guns right now. Got Hemming about to complete his first lap, so we'll see sort of what the benchmark is, and it's at 2013, which that's really quick. That puts it. That's quite a statement early on in this.
Yes, it is. That's
session.
a big statement.
The track is optimal. Yeah, that's quite a big statement from Hemming. Austin's is going to maybe try and reach that as well. We'll see. But, there are cars coming across the line to start their lap, and then I think there's a slow car. It's like Pryor has made a mistake, maybe. Hutton in silver. Oh, there you go. Paul Whitburn puts in a lap time much faster than Hutton, so Hutton's got some time to find in that Mercedes. Paul Whitburn currently takes that first place in silver, and it seems like, you know what, it seems like he's actually been there most of the events. He's been there in qualifying, and then in the race it always seems to come undone for him. I think it's just one of those things with racing, but hopefully this time we see, we see the goods come to Paul, and maybe he gets, the win or a podium. That'd be nice to see for that.
Indeed.
Austin's goes 5/10 slower than Hemming.
Yep, so the first round of times are in. We've got Hemming coming round on a lap again. Oh, and we've got someone having a massive off. I think that was Brilek, the newcomer. Probably not the best track to enter a league on.
No, it's quite tricky.
Car 23 just went off as well. And we've got a familiar name, Hayward, in his new livery tonight, looking rather dashing. And we've got a car pulled up on the side of the track. They're not ideal. Yeah. People use that as
that might have been Hartfield.
No, it was a Bentley. Yeah, it was Brilek in the Bentley. It's the only Bentley. I know. Whitburn's in the Bentley as well. He's looking reasonably strong at the moment, sitting in fourth place.
Yeah, leading that silver class. Pistorius, I expected a bit of a better time from him, considering he took silver class win last time out. But the interesting story is there's no Matt Whitburn. Whatever happens if the race starts without him.
Hayward.
There's no, yeah.
Not Hayward. Andrews.
Yeah, no Andrews. So that gives Kerr the opportunity to improve as well. And Kerr has improved. He's actually gone faster than Austin's. So is Austin's just struggling tonight?
Maybe just taking it easy, just picking up points if he sees that no Whitburn. Sylvester's just sitting in the pits. we've seen him put a lap in. That's not the best strategy, I reckon, around here. Thinking, want a bit of confidence.
Yeah. Austin's just about to finish another lap, gets a really good exit out the final corner, and he does put himself a little bit closer to Hemming. He's now just under 2 tenths, just over a tenth away, which that's really close. But I wonder if maybe he can find that time, maybe at the top of the mountain. That would be interesting.
Currently on a lap is Greg Barton, also known as Physics.
Kerr looks like he's really flying across the mountain right now. Car 111 really seems to be flying. This could be a good lap from him. He's only 3 tenths off the pole. I don't know what the BMW is like around here, but I believe it's pretty good. Especially if you've driven it all season, it's got to be good. But like you say, Sylvester in the other BMW in the pros hasn't left the pitch yet.
Greg taking a lot of that inside curb as well to calm the car down and not spoil his lap. Be a banker lap. Looking pretty solid. Goes up into the 11th. Did well win the pro last night.
Kerr just about to come across the line. And he goes a little bit faster. So these guys at the top three here, Roy, are tied together by just over 2 tenths of a second.
Got our Pro-Am leader coming towards the line, and he puts himself into 5th, second of Pro-Am. We've got a little flurry of cars coming over, including Taylor once again. He jumps up into 11th. And we got a bit of a breather once again as we watch the lucky car at number 13. His brand new livery, jumper pulled, and no surprise, he's going sideways.
Got Turner off the track after turn 1. Sat there for some reason. Currently sat with Paul Whitburn, looking like he's going to try and secure that pole, that first place in class, which is what he needs. He needs to be at the front really for this. He can't really afford to let Williams have him. He's going to take that last turn with got a little bit.
There was
at the end, and nah, not gone faster. But this could be the next lap. It could be the next lap for him that it really matters.
We've got Hemming coming round to complete another lap. Seacross put himself up into 8th.
Hemming got a little bit loose. Hemming got a bit loose there.
Yeah, I think he
some
improved.
time on the exit. And he's a bit wide into turn 1 as well. Oh, well, yeah, he's off. And he nearly takes another car with him.
Ooh.
I think that might have been Pio. No, it wasn't. It was, who was that? It was Pryor. Nearly took Pryor out there, that was close.
The Rilek, we've seen him having some adventures so far tonight. He's coming around to complete a lap. He's going to breathe a sigh of relief once he does. It's always, I find that once tracks like this, just putting a lap in, as we see Williams going into the pits, I think that could be the end of his session.
Yeah, well, maybe not. There's a chance to get out again very quickly. 2 minutes a lap. He can get the car parked. He's doing the right thing.
Got three yellow flags at the moment.
The car's pulling over. Austin's on a lap. Kind of lost track of Austin's there for a few laps. Kind of just see what he does, but he's not really improved. But could this be pole?
It's because, well, I'm not really. You know about the blue dots and the grey dots, don't you, on the screen?
Yeah.
What they mean? Yeah, I'm assuming you've never asked, so I assume you know.
Yeah.
So if they're on the blue lap, you're just not watching, are you?
If that was an out lap, fair enough. I didn't realise it.
So we've got Blanchett in the BMW.
Yeah.
It's definitely been
also just Yeah, the BMWs have been nerfed. Yeah, they've been hit quite hard, really. But Blanchett doing a good job. Great, great through the chase, and into the final corner. He just gets it wide on the entry, and that costs him on the exit. And he runs a little bit on the grass as well, but that puts him. Well, I don't know if that lap was any faster. Probably not. But yeah. Also, you got Barton. You got Greg Barton in P11. He's just coming to finish a lap now, and actually looks like he gets a really good line through that.
Yeah.
He does. It goes up to P9.
GTR's looking strong round here.
Yeah, it is looking very strong.
In both Xbox and PC. See with that, or Greg just loves it round here.
No, the GTR has definitely been given something. It's very quick.
Yes, it's one of them cars that's good on the weird tracks. Like the not your bog standard tracks, not your Silverstones and Monzas. Struggles around them.
Haywood has turned up now. He's finally putting something together and puts himself first in class, P4 on the grid.
That doesn't improve.
Oh, but he's taken that curve way too hard. That was a bit too much from him there. Paul Whitburn not improving. Williams still in the pits, so that you're right. That Williams isn't going to be contesting for that first place in the class, which is surprising to see, really, right? Because you would think you'd need to be up there with the front of them, like just to make sure that you can pull away. You wouldn't want to be in traffic around this circuit, so that's kind of an odd one.
Yeah, he's quite a bit off the pace. Well, we know he is rapid anyway, so he's probably in the wrong class, but this is his first series on PC, so it's just kind of a wind your feet series for him. A lot of cars are into the pits now. We did see two cars, neither Hartfield Pryor or Sylvester put a lap in. As we watch Bell come towards the line, does he improve? He goes up into 12th. Got car number 5 coming around now. Blanchett going to be looking to improve, 4 seconds off the pace. He does improve, yeah, goes up to 13th. And 63, Mr. Turner. He does not improve. We've got car 55. Currently our pole sitter. I don't believe he improved.
Faster.
Obviously still stays on pole.
We've still got some P, so the car's coming down through Conrad and through the chase now. Car 23, 111, and that's curve.
Relax, looking a lot more confident.
Yeah, so these guys are going to be...
Whoa!
Oh no,
spoke too soon then.
He's lost it, and is that that's gonna affect Kerr behind? Kerr's gone off, so Kerr's not going to be challenging for pole position. And Paul Whitburn's finishing his lap now. Looks like he's looking strong. This Bentley's look strong, but he's coming into the pits.
That's it.
So that's his.
Oh no, sorry, no, we've got Turner out there and Hammond's still out there. Hammond technically probably doesn't need to, unless Mover pulls a lap out of his life out.
See what Turner does.
Does look like he's pushing.
Nice and smooth through there, but a little bit wide, but pulled it together. But use that power down the straight. As soon as you get out of there, they go on the throttle and straight down Conrad.
Cool mover.
See what he does. Hemming is catching him though. So if he is a bit slow, this could just meet Hemming's attempts of trying to go faster. He doesn't need to. But I suppose it's just like, show what he's got. But when he loses it a little bit, does Hemming. So Hemming's given up. That's it. Just turn it. Can he improve? 5.5 off the pole position time. Can he get any closer? No, he doesn't get any closer.
And there we have it. Hemming with the pole, 2012. We did see a 2015 at the weekend, but Yeah, not today. Not today. We smashed that by 3 tenths. I mean, it's looking strong in the McLaren. We are missing Rick Pink and Hartfield.
Matt Whitburn as well, and Luke Andrews. Missing those guys. So
Yes, as well as Whitburn as well. Yep.
yeah. So that means that, I mean, there's no Matt Whitburn here, so that means that Austin's is going to take, unless something seriously bad happens, Austin's is going to take the championship today, which is pretty crazy, but you never know what can happen in one of these races. We've got 60 minutes, and yeah, it's a long race around one of these, around a circuit like this. You've got to be on it for a whole hour and make sure you make no mistakes. And it is not about ultimate pace, so we're going to be expecting some drivers to maybe just play it cool at the beginning and then just make their way through all the carnage as and when it happens, because it always does around this circuit at some point.
I'm not expecting a clean race.
I'm expecting it to be fair.
Clean driving, but I meant just yeah, you know there's going to be incidents.
There's going to be incidents, absolutely. So we've got 2 minutes left to go. Roy, should we go through the grid order?
You go for it, dude, because I'm messing around in the background here.
Well, we've got Hemming, who put that stellar qualifying lap time in there, over 2:01.2. Mega lap from Hemming, puts himself P1, and probably looking to secure that P3 in the championship. Austin's currently P2 in the championship, but with no Matt Whitburn, looks like he's going to take the championship today. So we might see Austin's just take it nice and easy. But he may give Hemming the race, and we may just see a bit of a battle between those two. Kerr nearly had it at the end there, and then just kind of lost it a little bit. Could have probably gone for P2. Oh, excuse you.
Don't get to the mute button.
Then we've got Psychos in P4, so puts himself up with those pro boys, which is good to see. But looks like he's struggling for a bit of pace. Then in the silver class, we've got so many guys in the silver class before we hit to Sylvester in the pro in P17. But we've got Hayward in P5, P1 in silver, doing a great job. Definitely improvement from last week. Paul Whitburn in 6, again doing some improvements. Current silver leader Williams in P7. Then Pio in P8. Barton in the really quick Nissan GT3. That looks like that's really strong today. Balcom in P10. Looking like he's going to be okay today. Looks like he's on some speed. Button struggling a little bit in that Mercedes today in P11. Bell making an improvement with Blanchett behind him in P13, and then we've got Taylor and last week's silver winner Pistorius in P15. We've got Turner in P16, Sylvester in the pro class P17. He didn't set a lap. Pryor, Hartfield, and Verlek at the back of the grid in that Bentley. So yeah, looking like a 20-car grid. It's going to be a busy track. But yeah, Hemming leading the way as we are waiting for the all clear to get the formation lap underway.
So just tuning in, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, smash it. Good evening, Trigger. I do apologise, I'm going to have to make this chat box really, really small. The track map is right in the bleeding way.
The cars now could come out of turn 1, and yeah, what are we expecting? Obviously it's going to be a pretty dry race. Looks like it's a bit cooler than it was earlier.
6 PM.
So that's the drop in temperature is going to make a bit of a difference on pace. Maybe we could see the likes of Austin's challenging Hemming a little bit, but yeah, what do you think is going to happen here today? Who do you think's got Hemming's got the pace, but
I was going to go from.
Well, they are going to go for.
I'm expecting that. Yeah, guys, please consider us. Yeah, do hit that, smash that like button. Share it as well, because the algorithm is a real thing on YouTube. like it's almost scary. As soon as people start liking, the viewers start going up. So yeah, if you enjoy what you see, and you don't. Who wants to watch soaps anyway while you're sitting there with the missus?
Let's watch a bit of racing.
Yeah, exactly. Let the missus watch this, and you can watch this on your phone, or go and sit in the man cave and watch it on your big screen in glorious 1080p. One day we'll be at 4K. One day. Yeah, good evening everyone in the chat. So we've had some fantastic racing from the other 2 leagues, 3 leagues, and been plenty of mistakes as well. I'm not expecting anything less here. So I'll be back in 2 seconds.
So yeah, we've got Haywood leading that silver charge. It's going to be good to see. Haywood is my driver of the week in, I think it was the 2nd week when I joined you. That was the first time I joined you, and he really impressed me. So Haywood might be able to make a bit of a stamp on the way out of this on the way out of this championship, and sort of show that he's got some intentions for next season if he chooses to come back. But I think Paul Whitburn is my most improved driver of the season. He's really been there with that Bentley. Been very close.
Software's crashed already.
Oh dear. Well, they'll come down Conrad now, all getting ready. They'll be in double file as they come out of the chase, and we'll start seeing
I've quickly
them all
got to
line up.
exit out. It'll take me 2 seconds.
There is. For now, it's a radio show. The cars all weaving down the Conrad to get the tyres warm. Plenty of braking to get the tyres, the heat through the brakes and through the centre of the tyre as well. That does make a difference around here. So 25-degree track temperature with an optimum track. We've got clear track ahead of us. All the cars now getting into double file. And yeah, everyone's getting ready. Hopefully all those brakes, all those tyres are nice and warm. Yeah, we're about to get underway. The start-finish line is very close to the exit of the final corner.
No,
so...
I think it's actually halfway down the pit straight.
Oh, start. Okay, the start one might be. Yeah.
Alright, let's try this again.
Get lined up.
Hopefully, I'll get the software just as we go towards the line.
We are go, and Hemming gets a really good launch off the line, and Haywood's covering Paul Whitburn behind him. P.O. I think is having a look. I think that's P.O. Having a look. He's managed to get past Williams at the start there, so a good start for P.O. But Hemming, Austins, and Psychos getting a really good launch. Kerr lost out there, and he's going to be struggling. Looks like Paul Whitburn's going to have a look down the inside going into the first turn. At the second turn with Haywood in the back there. Looks like he's given up the space and let him just have his thing. Hemming looking strong already, starting to pull that gap open. Only a few corners in. Austin's really trying to stick with him. But it's really going on behind. The Psychos tapping the wall. Pro guys, they've left the AM guys already. Haywood holding on to that first position in class now, and he's going to be the bit of a blockade maybe if he's not on the pace straight away.
Because that's make a good start up to that's not P3 now, is it?
Yeah, that's P3.
No, it's still P3, and that was Austin sideways on the exit. It's going to make him slow down this long straight.
May go for the move here. May have a look. This is a big opportunity for an overtake, but I don't know if he's actually close enough. We're going to see. He might be close enough. Austin's might go defensive. Nope, Psychos is going to go for the move.
Well, no, he isn't, but Kerr is having a look at Seekers and he's
very close.
Just about backs out of it.
Just about. Well, that's given Hemming the chance to run away a bit there. After lap 1, it's Hemming, Austin's, then Cyclops and Kerr. So those two are going to be battling. We're going to hopefully see a bit more. But it looks like Paul Whitburn's off at the final turn. Got a yellow flag at the final turn, and he's off and he's into the barrier. Looks like he's hit the barrier hard. Got some severe damage on the front and the side of that 373 Bentley. Oh dear, that doesn't look good. He realises that he can't go back to the pits. He's going to have to do a lap. Oh, that's not good. No, I think he considered going over the grass to get to the pits, but I think he knows he can't do that. And that puts him right to the back of the field, right to the back. Sorry to see that. From someone who had put themselves in second place at the start there. Showcasing he's got some pace then. Looks like someone's gone off behind. Oh no. Oh yeah. That's not good. Don't know if there's any steering damage. Or not. Someone else has gone off as well. But has gone off. Quite a few cars bunched up. Sylvester now back down to 18th after that. Really good start from him, and then just really unfortunate. Quite a bit of damage on that BMW as well. So probably expect him to have quite a disadvantage in the straights, probably, especially with the front end damage that he's got. Looks like it sounds like he's struggling actually as he comes over the hill. Hemming still leading, actually has the fastest lap as well, really pulling out a lead from Austin's, so showcasing what he's all about here tonight. Best performance we've seen from Hemming so far. Austin's trying to keep him honest, but not exactly there. But Sidecars and Kerr, that's still the battle. It's swapped over. Kerr now leading Sidecars by 1.8 seconds. Sorry, 7/10 of a second, sorry.
Just realised I've been muted for the last minute or two. Yeah, Trigger, there is some really good liveries. Seekers has probably made about 90% of the ones out there. I've got a couple out there. Who did the one at the moment at Taylor. But yeah, some really sexy liveries out there.
Trying to keep an eye out. We've got a car off at the dipper. We've got Verlek in the Bentley. It was P15. Don't think it's P15 anymore. Looks like it might actually be
3 cars into the pits at the moment. Hutton, Whitburn and Malek. Yeah,
I don't think he was here for qualifying. I don't know what he's managed to get in the race, but they weren't in qualifying, I don't believe. Because we've gone from 20 drivers to 21 drivers.
Right, okay.
I don't know how we That's the first race ever where we've actually grown the grid size as it's happening.
It's not the first time. We often have it on a weekend when we're racing in one league. We stack the races.
I say that, but I'm in the Ferrari challenge thing that you're in. And yeah, I joined the first race just as it was starting. So I didn't do any quali or anything, but it should be good for that way for Wednesday, which was a lot of fun.
You're gonna have to guide me on times because I've got no times on my screen at the moment. Oh, I'll tell you what.
That's okay. I've got it for you. Like the closest deltas. You want the closest deltas? We've got Taylor and Blanchette. They're currently pretty close to each other. P11 at P12. Sorry, P11 and 12. Looks like they're catching up to Pistorius and Bell. Pistorius has closed that gap on Bell quite a bit, so Pistorius might be going for a move. He's going to be looking to make his way back up through the field. Pio currently the fastest leading driver, so Williams only a few places behind, but yeah, looks like. Oh, and Pistorius is really hunting around Bell. Is he going to make a move? Nope, backs off, waits, but going through that final turn, he's really hunting him down now. Letting him know he's there and tuck him back in for the first corner as they come up the hill.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Surf. That McLaren of Hemming does look planted.
Yes, it very much does. Looking very strong right now. Kerr set the fastest lap that last lap, so he's hunting down Austin. He's actually lost Psychos behind. Psychos is now 3.2 seconds behind him, so he's had a mistake somewhere or just lost a bit of pace. Unlucky.
Going to be non-pole. This boy's like attacking the mountain while you're following. Pistorius giving himself a little space. No, you can't really do much through it. He can wait for a mistake. More contact, more contact.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
And there's more cars. Taylor's coming through. And who's that in the BMW? I think there might have been Blanchette. Taylor gets 3 places there. Oh, Pistorius is going backwards. He's going to have to get into the pits. Bell's stuck on the... He's waiting for the cars to come past sensibly, but
he needs to move now because there's car 23 about to come flying over the hill.
Oof. Oh. Well done by Bell, keeping it out of trouble as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Brake track awareness.
Really unfortunate. That car looks very badly damaged.
We've got 2 extremely bright liveries.
The store is really damaged as well on that front end. Struggling to get the car around the corners. That's going to be a lot of repair work. That's going to be an awful lot of repair work.
The PO's currently hunting down Hayward. We are only 10 minutes into this race.
Oh, and PO hits the wall.
Yeah, just seen another casualty.
And this is giving, all the while, all these incidents going on there, it's actually giving Barton a bit of space in this really quick Nissan. He seems to be really on it right now in the Nissan. We saw the pace.
We don't mention Greg. We don't mention it because... Oh, and PO's gone round again. Oof.
He's held the brakes. He's held the brakes.
He says he's got cars coming round. I've got software in the way. It looks clear for now. He's got
Just look
197
clear at the
Taylors
moment.
coming round.
Yeah, should be okay. He gets the car. He's going to get the car out of the way.
You can hear it as it pulls away.
Going to struggle to get on the hill because that was a heavy hit. Yep, he's hit the wall
and
again.
he's hit the wall again.
The wall
This cannot get it back together. And well spotted there, Ivo. Thank you for the spot, because up into second place. So Austin's had a problem as well.
See if there's any damage on Austin's car. Looks like there might be a little bit of damage on the right hand side. We'll get a look as he comes up the hill. Out of hell corner.
Ooh.
Oh, he's loose on the way out of the corner as well. Is there some damage to the right side of that car? I believe there is.
We'll see if Sirkos keeps up with him in fourth place at the moment. So you see Sylvester in 17th, who made contact with the wall earlier on. Heated for BoA in the low fuel motorsports. I think we finished 11th, which isn't a bad result. Considering in the charity event, me, Luke and Sirkos finished 20th or something like that. But it was my fault. I completely messed the whole everything up. I just messed it up.
So currently, Williams actually clawing something back here, but actually, you know, all he has to do is try and attack Barton. But I think even if he stays where he is, I think he's probably going to take the silver class championship. If that's right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who that McLaren is. That was Dalcombe. That was an easy move for Pryor. He might win to 10th place. Sorry, what was you saying?
Oh yeah. I've just seen that myself. Yeah, Williams is currently leading that silver championship, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Currently sitting third in class right now. So that could be maybe a bit of a respite for Williams. This could be the chance for him to just hold on to that.
Well, Hayward's in third, so
yeah,
he's going to make big points at the moment.
We'll see if Williams can catch Barton. I think that'll be the difference.
3 races after this round as well. As we finally get the new update end of February on Xbox and PlayStation. Licking our lips in anticipation. So they haven't disappointed so far on their updates. So
Cyclops has gone through the foam barriers on the left hand side of the track on the way out of turn 1. There is now bits of barrier all over the circuit. Don't know why that mistake happened, as it looks like we've got a slow car going through the dipper. It looks like they're like currently running 13th, but obviously
why is on the real pressure it?
Oh, he really is. Balcom's gonna have a look. Balcom's been quite, he's been quite racy. I thought he was gonna.
I feel 40 out
Can
break.
he make it?
Oof. I think because I don't think we've got the drive out the exit though.
Both chasing after Blanchette, who's running P9 right now.
Running side by side up to turn 2.
Pryor's going to try around the outside. That's a great move from Pryor. That is a really good move from Pryor.
Carries so much more speed.
Move. Gave Balcom all the room, but Balcom just had nowhere to go, and had to sort of concede that. Great move. That's probably the best move of the race so far. It's a lot of confidence.
I just want to respond to someone in the chat. Ted, we race Saturday nights, Sunday nights, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and then we do a single class race on a Wednesday night where I share my POV, and that's not one for kids because I can get heated sometimes, as we all can.
I was chasing after you last week at one point.
Was ya?
Yeah. You were running with your teammate. I can't remember the name. Might have been Taylor, one of the Taylors.
Yeah. Oh,
Same colour car. And I think me and him sort of. I think he got a little bit loose, and then we came together.
Yeah, I got taken out a couple of times, and then once I spun on the sand, which put me onto the track, and someone went plough into me, which was completely my fault.
It should be better for the next few weeks, because that track is quite tricky. So all the Italian circuits from here on in back to that series. It's a good circuit, yeah. A part of that Intercontinental GT pack, obviously, that also this track came with. So we got this, and we got Suzuka.
Yes.
And we got.
Hopefully, we'll get some American trucks.
Well,
American
yeah,
trucks.
hopefully, Circuit of Americas would be. I think that's probably a definite, but it'd be great to see.
Can't think many more European ones we want.
No, me neither.
No, I think we've got all of the decent ones. I think there's probably got Magnicor, yeah.
Magnicors would be nice. Looks like a good circuit. It seems to have settled down right now with the race. Everyone's gaps are quite large, and
I'll tell you what, he's looking okay after a bad stint is Sylvester at the moment, who's up leading the ones who have pitted, and Vrilek has got himself a stop-go penalty. I'll try and look, see what that's for.
Got damage on the car again, though. This is the problem. So, yeah, definitely improved, but he's carrying damage again, so he's had another incident. So I don't expect that was his only trip to the pits this evening. He's actually holding up Barton behind. Barton's going to want to get past, chasing down Haywood for maybe even the lead of this class. Sylvester's gone wide to give.
Yes, I was just about to say
space. Yeah.
I don't know if that was giving space or
missing his braking point.
Completely going wide. Got a lot of damage on that front end of that BMW as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Haywood, just a couple of cars up the road, he looks like he's got a bit of damage on the car. Barton looks like he's damage free, which is good.
Austin's rubbing the wall as he makes his way through.
He's really putting it on the line right now to try and make a difference. We've got a car off in the dip at yellow flag. Car 23.
23 is Vrilek once again, so he's having the best of times tonight.
Managed to get moving. Managed to get out of the way of everybody as well, so he's not had a great night, but at least he's getting out of the way of those faster drivers and not getting too much in the way. As it looks like Pio and Paul Whitburn, they're currently fighting. And they'll be fighting for position most likely when everyone pits, but Whitburn had such a long pit stop that we could see him and Pio quite far down even when the other guys decide to pit, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. As the leader comes into the pits, so Hemming has decided quite an early pit stop, really. 39 minutes left to go, so still quite a way of the race to go. But it looks as though Hemming's deciding, I'm going to pit now.
Theo just said, running with the ball again. So Whitburn maybe just about to get another position back. Really strong the last couple of weeks.
He has been really strong. It's been really impressive to see that he's managed to be able to be so consistent. Looks like he's going to catch Pio. Meanwhile, Kerr and Austin's, they now are the two leading cars, and look quite close between those two. But Hemming's still in the pits. Looks like he's just about to leave.
You see Austin bumping the ball a couple of times, so not having it all his way.
So the crucial thing for Hemming now is to not get caught up behind anyone, not get in the way of anyone. The last thing he's going to need right now. Because Hayward's coming to the pits and Barton, so they both come to the pits. I expect Barton to take Hayward on the pit exit. So we'll wait and see what happens there. So Williams moves up as well. So he's managed to move himself up to first in class. Yep, Barton's on the way out. Looks like Barton might actually lead this silver class. Great performance from the Nissan driver. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but if Williams hasn't got the pace, and at the moment he won't have the pace to pull out anything, he needs to find something in these next few laps. But Barton's got a stop and go. Barton's got a stop and go penalty, Roy.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that's ruined that chance, because that was going so well.
Yes, it was.
That was going so well for Barton.
It's a shame.
Yeah, scuppered his chances. That gives Hayward the opportunity to actually get this back. Quite possibly.
I'm dropping right back down to Whitburn Pastoris.
Yeah.
Well, stop go actually is probably like the worst. Yeah, it's the worst one you can get on for in-game penalties. So we've got the Flying Swede in the third place currently. So our race leader has pitted and he's come out in fifth place.
Kerr's putting in some really good laps right now. They're really consistent.
He's currently,
if Hemming gets caught
currently on his hot laps pace actually. He's fastest lap.
Yeah. He is. Yeah. He is fastest at the minute. If Kerr can pull out something here now and pull away a little bit, I mean he's getting chased a little bit by. Well, I'm guessing Austin's.
I mean, he's currently on a purple lap.
Hemming looking like he's pulling it back. Austin's does have a bit of damage as well, so this does cost him in the pits. As he goes to overtake Hayward. Hayward's going to give him the space. He realises that's not his race.
Seen anything of this dude tonight. He's currently 8 seconds off Sylvester at the moment, and that's Hartfield.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing a good job so far. Put himself sort of in the mix, you know, taking his pit stop. So yet to see what happens. Probably looking like he might clench maybe P2 in the silver, which would be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
As Blanchette's come out of the pits. I think Hayward is leading. Hayward leads the silver class.
I wonder we're related. Austin's staying out there. Sickles is 17 seconds behind. Massive gap at the front again.
Crucially, Austin's only 4 seconds off if Kerr's got any damage on that car, which I don't think he has. I think, if anything, Austin's has got the damage. And I think that's going to cause a longer pit stop, for sure. Depends what he decides to do, but Austin's really pushing it right now. Comes out onto the quad straight at the back end of the circuit and really getting close to the wall as he exited the corner there, Forest Elbow, and going through the chase. Wonder when they're going to decide to make that pit stop.
Well, retirement.
Oh no.
2 retirement. Well, yeah, at least 1 retirement.
Yeah.
Can never work out who it is.
Reed is deciding to stay out.
Fries into the pits, carrying huge damage on that front end.
Yes. Top 3 deciding to stay out. That means that they're still pulling a gap. Hemming really closing up on those guys now.
Just over half an hour to go. If you haven't done already, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to BoATV, please subscribe. They will race every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Link to Discord is also in the description below, as well as all our affiliates and sponsors.
Pryor comes out of the pits, comes out next to Sylvester. Bit of traffic there. Makes his way on back onto the circuit. We'll see where he ends up in terms of what position he's in when everything sort of catches up.
That will put him 12.
Okay.
So, okay, Williams is. They're getting blue flags because Williams is coming up behind Sylvester. Williams yet to pit.
It's interestingly, Roy, Balcom decided to stay out and he's actually chasing Taylor. Or he was chasing Taylor. I don't think he's chasing him so much anymore, but those 3 decided to stick it out for longer. Balcom got some front end damage though, so could that see him fall a bit further down once they make that pit stop? I think so.
So Kerr also yet to pit, halfway stage.
Hemming still holding the fastest lap. Really consistent from Hemming. Made that pit stop nice and early. Kind of got all that out of the way, can focus on the next 30 minutes to just be consistent. Not have to think about what pressures he needs to put in or anything like that. Smart move from Hemming to do that early on, but it can have a detrimental effect later on in the race if the tyres start to go off a bit. When you need the grip, it might not serve you that grip, so bit of a risk. But he's only 24 seconds away from Syakos. He's about 40 seconds away from 45 seconds away from Austin's and Kerr. So yeah, it's looking like he's probably going to hold off and maybe take the win here if nothing happens.
Taylor and Balcom into the pits.
I'll use Williams to stay out. Williams still not decided to pit yet. So maybe Williams was running heavier fuel at the start of this race. Who was that behind him? That was Pryor, hit the wall coming up the hill there. Collected the wall a little bit. Looks like he's struggling to keep that car in check in certain places across the circuit, but to be fair, this circuit's extremely difficult. To get it right every time is very, very hard to do. Looks like Sylvester cut the corner a little bit there to give Williams the space.
I'm not having a great evening tonight. Popping up the field. But yeah, we'll see. One problem I'm finding with PC, the gaps just become big quickly.
On a circuit like this,
yeah,
it always happens because it's so difficult to race bumper to bumper for a long period of time around the circuit without making some sort of mistake. You know, so for sure the gaps, especially around this particular circuit, do open up very quickly. But you know, we're currently in that phase of still the leaders need to pit, so this could all still go completely sideways. This circuit is designed to throw us a little bit of extra fun from time to time. Looks like the wind is picking up as well, so as we come over the top of the mountain, that wind is actually going to start to affect the car's stability a little bit through certain corners, but at the moment, nothing too drastic, nothing they'll particularly feel.
So, also going into what photographers call as golden hour. So these cars are going to start looking very pretty very soon.
Absolutely. And as that sun goes down as well, that track temperature is going to drop. So for the drivers that have had really good tyre temperature at the start of this race, they might notice a bit of a drop off. Hopefully they sort
That's
of
who's gone.
on their pit stops around that.
Yeah, thank you, Yanni. Yep, that's it. We could.
Oh, it was Pio.
We could never figure out who it is that drops off, but yeah, Pio was having an absolute nightmare. Every time he jumped on board, he was hitting the wall.
Where was Pio in terms of the championship?
I can have a look.
I know we've got a few races left, but
Pio was in second place. Oh,
yeah, so that's a big.
It's probably gonna. Hayward's probably gonna jump right on that.
Absolutely.
And where's Pistorius sitting at the moment? He's down in 15th for the moment as well.
But it's currently Taylor leading the silver class. Once Williams fits.
Yes. Well, it depends where Williams comes out. Williams is having a really great season in that BMW, despite it being nerfed.
Seems like he's gelled with the car really well. Is he going to make a pit stop soon? As we've got a car off across the mountain, we've got car 63, that's Turner. Managing to get out of the way of Verlek. Looks like he's lost it a little bit. Doesn't look like he's got too much damage though, so maybe it was just a little bit of a spin. Hopefully he's alright and doesn't need to make another pit stop. So that would just make things worse for him.
Yeah, it's not over yet, mate. We've still got 3 races left after this. So, all is not lost just yet.
It's turned out to be a great season so far. The drivers are a really strong field.
Well, those that stay with us for next season, they will be split into Pro and Pro-Am, so you'll have a bit more of a competition out there. It's really split at the moment.
Yeah.
But this is our second season, but our first season on a Monday. Sort of restarted because we were kind of crushing Xbox 3 races on there, and then a race and a PC race as well. Kind of lost its quality.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us in the comms team. I need to send you an invite to the new media community we've got as well.
No problem. Obviously, I won't be here next week as I'm taking on the final round of the E-Team Brit Challenge.
Good luck to you.
So, taking on Imola for the final round.
Nice. Are you joining us Wednesday again?
So I'll be around on Wednesday for the Ferrari Challenge.
Brilliant.
And then racing at OTL on Thursday, so it's always quite busy for myself. But yeah, the standard of driving in this particular league so far has been really, really good. But back to it, Williams still hasn't pitted.
And Kerr has. He's just exiting the pit now. So Austin has taken. No, hold on. So where's Hemmings? Hemmings
just in front. Hemmings just in front of Kerr. Not the gap isn't actually that big.
No, isn't it? You're right there.
Kerr can see Hemming, and Hemming's getting caught up. Going to get slowed down now by Barton, who had that 30-second stop and go penalty, and crucially Barton gets out of the way. But that actually slows Hemming down a considerable amount, more than I would have. That really wasn't the best place to let him through. Can Kerr switch this on and catch up to Hemming? Or what can Austin's do? Austin's now the only car, apart from Williams, who hasn't hit it. The leading pro car, and he's been consistent. Kind of need to be getting in the pits soon. need that time to make the difference. And it looks like he is coming into the pits. So he was waiting for Kerr to maybe make that jump and then go in straight after him and follow. Nice pass left him. So as Hemming comes down the Conrad straight, can he take Austin's? It depends if Austin's has damage, if he bothers to get it fixed. He's definitely got some sort of damage on the right hand side of that car.
Thank you, Yannick. Appreciate the kind words.
This could be close. This could be close.
Hope you're enjoying the racing.
Hemming is going to take Austin's now.
As he gets passed by back marker. Sorry, back marker gets past. Got it wrong round again.
Austin's comes out of the pits.
He's going to have a bit of traffic in front of him.
Yeah, so he's got Balcom in front of him, but then he's crucially got Kerr just in front of that. So as Verlek looks like he's gone off at the dipper again, and looks like we've got Pistorius closing in. Hopefully he's seen the car. Yeah, looks like there's no issues. Verlek just in a very awkward place, and it's kind of hard to stay where he is. And now you've got the chance to move if you need to move. He's going to get out of the way, hopefully. As Williams comes into the pits, so are we going to see Taylor take that lead? It looks like Taylor may take it.
Making his way up into the final chicane.
Take through the chase, and can he do this? Williams is back out. Williams must have had such great pace. No damage on that car, and he's back out of the pits. And that gap is considerably big. So an impressive stint from Williams.
Big shout out to
nice
Taylor,
clear track.
He's,
A credit to
really
Taylor.
strong.
A credit to Taylor as well for the performance there to get past Hayward. Hayward's fallen off a little bit. And after Hayward it's Blanchett, who's not even come across the start finish line yet. Kerr's trying to now unlock himself.
Trigger you, pig. Oh shit. Turns out he didn't want it. He didn't even want a refund. Apparently, I can go buy some food with it. Yeah, you've got to love a bit of drama, haven't you? Well, some people do anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot going on. The gaps are pretty big. 5 seconds, 4 seconds for the top three, so it's a 9-second gap overall. So not expecting that to come together too much.
Kerr gets slowed down by Blanchett, but Blanchett's going to let him through. Barton touches the wall in the background there. Kerr trying to do something to catch up to Hemming. And he's not that far away. 5-second gap can disappear very quickly.
Yeah, when you're in the wall.
Exactly. Sayakos kind of looks like he was doing so well at the beginning, and then he seems to have fallen off. And I raced with him before. We both know how good Soyberg is, and we know that he's capable, but seems to be struggling right now with that McLaren. But he's sort of there, anything can happen, like we say. But, Austin's getting sideways. as he comes through to the final corner. That was some great driving from Austin's. Blanchett behind, still having to warm his tyres up. Maybe he's got the tyres a little bit under pressure, or maybe that's because the track has got that much colder. That can be a real issue around the circuit if the track gets too cold and the tyres fall off. Not literally fall off, but if the tyres go, then it makes it a very difficult thing to drag around the circuit.
Right.
Williams leads.
Hayward's closing in on Taylor.
Absolutely he is. So has Taylor made a mistake? Damage on that car. BMW looks okay. So Hayward just
Both the
starting
cars
to
are
crawl up.
looking sparkling clean.
Taylor getting a little bit loose. They come down the hill, but Hayward's keeping that pressure on. Looks like he's lost a little bit in a straight line, but he might gain it back now in these next few corners.
So just a heads up for next season as well, we will be combining the two, the Constructors Championship with PC and Xbox next season. So it's going to be a bit of a game changer, but here comes Hayward up on Taylor.
Really wanting him down. This could be the opportunity now if he gets a good exit out of Hell Corner, which he does. And now they're coming up that straight. What can they do? Can he? It's a bit of a drag race up the hill. It depends who's got the better torque, really, up the hill. I think the Mercedes has got the pull, and he has. So Hayward takes second place. Taylor did a great job there to hold that for as long as he did, but I think Hayward's pace switched on now. I think the tyres are switched on a bit. It's starting to come good for Hayward. Oh, as he runs a little bit wide, and that gives Taylor the opportunity to have a little look. So it's not over. Oh, but maybe it is because Taylor gets a little bit loose coming through.
I've got to laugh. Two of probably the best looking cars in the battling at the moment. I think Hayward's got it. Just needs to set himself down and pull that gap.
Taylor trying a little bit too hard to keep up with him there, I think, as they come through the dipper. And they've got Bell behind them.
Yep.
He's a lap down, but Bell doing an okay job. Not sat too far off from Pistorius, I don't think. Not sat too far off. Last week's winner, Pistorius, struggling this race, right? After that incident early on, very spam, and then
heavily. I think he had a couple more were scraped with the wall afterwards.
So yeah, he's a bit of a return to perhaps where he was the race before, but he was looking strong last week. So interesting to see.
Taylor's sticking with Hayward for now. It's always great to see his familiar BoA names progressing.
And interestingly, although Bell is a lap down, he's actually keeping up with those guys behind.
Yes.
So could Bell try and catch up with Pistorius, because he does need those points. He's not far off. He's still got 13 minutes left of this race. So if he can use the guys in front to sort of help him get past Pistorius, that would be a smart move. Oh, but Taylor really struggling, and he's sideways as he comes through. Comes through there, and then filling me. So they'll keep him with him.
So we've got Balcom and Blanchette battling as they make their way back up the mountain again.
Pryor's got some serious damage in P12, so expect Hartfield, who's actually closing in on Pryor at the minute, expect Hartfield to actually make that move happen, I think, in the next lap or so. Because Pryor's got some serious front end damage there. It's going to really slow him down in a straight line.
Whitburn's, unfortunately, not having a great one tonight.
I noticed that myself, yeah. I think the early pit stop, with the amount of damage that he had, was really costing track time, and I think that's just going to be where he is. I think he's got Verlek in front, who isn't going to be too much of a challenge. We've seen Whitburn do quite well in the last few races, and always has the pace, and he's always a bit smart with his moves. Verlek, a little bit of a less known quantity in this series, even though this is his first race, so seeing what he can do. Currently racing fairly with Whitburn, but expect Whitburn to get by very soon, as Hartfield still closes in on Pryor, and Bell still kind of closing in on Pistorius as well, even though he's got Hayward and Taylor in between. Taylor caught up a little bit to Hayward that lap as well, so it's all still going on. The gaps are wider than anyone would like, but at the same time it's all still going on, right?
Yes, not over yet. A couple of battles to clean up with yet. We've still got, so Hartfield looked like he was closing in on Pryor. Pryor's got massive damage on that front end of that Aston. And then Taylor starting to lose sight of Hayward. 1.5 seconds of gap now. Whitburn on Verlek.
Crucially, Austin's has set the fastest lap for the top 3 guys. Kerr is only 4.2 seconds away from Hemming right now, and it looks like he might be closing in on Hemming. So the race win might not be secure for Hemming just yet, and he's got traffic in front of him. So could we see Kerr close in, as he's gained a little bit more time? And Austin's as well, 3.6 seconds, so battle for the lead, Roy, still very much on. And they've got traffic ahead, so this could make all the difference. We could see something kick off here now. Hopefully Hemming gets through that traffic before the mountain, but looking at where he is, it's unlikely that will happen, because those cars in front want to race. They're allowed to race as well. So we'll see if that affects Hemming, as Hemming comes across the start-finish line with 10 minutes to go.
Oof, we've got a battle with Hartfield and Pryor. Pryor, as we were saying, carrying heavy damage on the front end of the Aston Martin GT3. V8, not V12.
Hartfield doing his utmost to keep him behind. To keep behind him, make sure he gets a good draft down this straight. That's going to make all the difference, especially with Pryor carrying damage like that. But crucially, the times at the top, again, closing. Now only 4 seconds from Kerr to Hemming, so Kerr is catching Hemming at about 2-3 tenths a lap. Could be more, could be less. Oh no, he's actually caught. No, he's more than that. He's done 4 tenths.
Yeah.
There's been something happen with the lap cars behind. We've got the car 6-6 off after turn 2. That's Bell. So something huge has happened, and that's given the opportunity to Kerr and to Austin. He's only 2.6 seconds away. Taylor carrying a massive amount of damage as he comes over the hill. Something, Roy, something huge has happened at the top of the mountain there between the lap cars and the cars lapping.
I can have a look for you.
I'll have a check.
It's going to have a look. It's going to lag.
I'll have a check. I'll check it. Shall I check it?
Yeah, you can have a look, but I can't. You can can verbally report back to us.
Yeah.
Like they did in the good old days. So we've got a battle now for the lead.
Oh, and it looks as though Taylor lost it coming through turn 2, and then Bell collected him, and Hemming had to stop. Hemming had to slow down
to avoid it,
and that meant that Kerr also slowed down. So if anyone gained anything there, it was Austin's. But yeah, Kerr now very, very close to Hemming. Really unfortunate. So Taylor just lost it, and then yeah, Bell ended up sideways across the track. Really, really unfortunate.
And then trying to break
for
the
Taylor. Yeah.
And let's go to Hartfield and Pryor because that battle was carrying on, but died down now as Al seems to have dropped back a bit. He's done really well to keep that car in one piece. It's completely clean. He does seem to be struggling on pace. Interesting battle, 7 tenths behind. Got less than 7 minutes to go. Doing this tomorrow night for GT4 on Xbox.
Track conditions, Roy. The track has cooled again quite considerably. So again, the tyre pressures, they make all the difference in that pit stop. So it's whoever got that right, and I think if anything, Hemming's worse off here. Hemming's got worse tyres than Kerr, and Kerr managed to get them tyre pressures right at the end of the race. So I think that could be the deciding factor, because it doesn't look like Hemming's pulling away. Austin's, on the other hand, has dropped back a little bit now, so he's struggling ever so slightly.
Cheers, sir. So yeah, car 197's jumped back to the pits. He's evening over.
Taylor, yeah.
Hutton as well, he's in the pits, 10 laps behind, so I didn't spot that earlier, but he's hung up his boots for the evening.
Which is a shame to see, because Taylor was doing extremely well. Hutton was really struggling, I think, earlier on in the race, so maybe you just thought this wasn't the right race to be taking it the whole way. Sometimes you just don't want to live in hell for too long, you'd rather get out of there, so
yeah.
Totally get why he's done that. It's a shame to see Taylor in the pits though. Taylor was doing a fantastic job leading that silver class at one point. But yeah, that's now put Hayward in P2, silver. Williams still leading that silver class quite considerably. Barton back in P3 class, so Barton done a really good job this today, putting himself P3 in class.
Yes, he looked really strong here last night as well, so yes. And, seems to be getting on alright around there this weekend, and tonight.
Kerr is really trying to find any kind of little extra bit of tarmac at the minute just to close in on Hemming, and that gap is still only 1 second, and Hemming's still got traffic ahead. This race is not over. Austin sat just a little bit further behind, holding on to Sycar's a little bit further away, doing his own race. Looks like he's going to finish a comfortable 4th in class at the very least, as he's coming over the mountain. And then we've got Williams kind of on his own. He's with Paul Whitburn at the minute, so Paul Whitburn will probably stick with him actually, considering his pace. But Williams leading silver class by 16 seconds.
2 more laps, as Seth just said. 2 more laps.
Probably right, yeah. Got a lot of cars coming up the hill. We've got Hemming and we've got Kerr. Kerr's actually closed in again. So this is crazy. And I think I'm going to stick with these 2 leading guys for the final part of this race, because Kerr could take the first win of the season for himself. That would be really great to see after the luck from the unlucky streak last week and some of the unlucky things that have happened to him in the last few races. Great to see him score some really good points. Hemming is going to really push hard though. We've got 2 laps left to go. It's all going to come down to that final lap. Being consistent, but these lap cars are just in front.
What's Matt Clecky doing? That's going to call it a while. I don't know if I think the lag's not as bad, but you can't be turning up halfway through a race or near the end of a race.
No.
There is massive traffic as well in front of these two. So
yeah, Kerr is really closing in.
3 cars.
And I tell you what, Hemming is dying to get past these guys right now.
Yeah,
and really good from Verleck, really nice from Verleck to move out of the way. But Hayward isn't going to move. Hayward will move.
He's about a second and a half ahead still, so...
This right now, this is Kerr's opportunity. He needs to close in, really close to Hemming, and he's doing a really great job of it. We're going towards that final lap now, Roy. We're going to cross the line to start the final lap. Hemming flashing his lights at Hayward. Hayward flashing his lights at the car in front of him to move out of the way. I think that's Pistorius. As we crowd onto the final lap, Kurt still hunting Hemming behind. This is not over, and as we come down to the final lap now, this is great as Pistorius looks like he might be moving out of the way. But, yeah, he's moving out of the way. Hayward needs to also move out of the way, not get in the way of Hemming.
I think he's not racing anyone at the moment, so
he needs to give way now.
Well, it's too late now.
Will.
Yes,
he's moved out. He's pulled over. That's really
timing.
Good from him.
Perfect
so
timing.
This is now really close. And Kerr having a look. I think that was too soon from Kerr. That might have already cost him. As he's going to get a poor run out of that corner. He's actually lost some time. That's going to give Hemming a bit of an advantage as we come over the mountain. But Kerr's going to use all that track, all those little bits of extra tarmac beyond the white line. Really close to the wall as they come over the top of the mountain. Hemming doing a great job holding this lead, but Kerr is really, really forcing Hemming to defend extremely hard. And this is so close coming down towards this is going to be very close. Kerr is going to follow him down the Conrad Straight. Can he take him? This is the final opportunity now. Down towards Conrad Straight, and Hemming is weaving over the track, weaving around, and I break that toe. He knows how important that toe is. But he is slowing himself down, and that's going to give Kerr maybe because he might consider something. He may consider a little bit of a move here. No, still nothing. Gets a good exit from the final couple of corners. Can Hemming hold on and take this win? Can he take it? Really good defence. Kerr is going to make him think he's having a look. It looks, yeah, Hemming is going to take the win. Very good race from Hemming. Really well done. But
great race
by them, boys. Great race from Kerr. And an absolutely fantastic race from Kerr. Totally respectful. And by far and away one of the best little races I've seen so far this season. Austin's comes across the line. 3 and takes the fastest lap as well. Hayward takes P2 in the silver class. So that means that Williams will take P1 in the silver class, which is good to see. And we're going to wait to see you after.
It's going to be a little while before everyone finishes their laps. But yeah, that was a great race. Yeah, well done, Hemming. Resisting the challenge from Kerr. Got caught up with back markers on the way into his final few laps, but yeah, did really well. Didn't get caught in self-damage either as well. So strong performance. Sirkos is going to come home and claim 4th. We'll be pretty happy with that, I think.
An absolutely stellar drive from Kerr there. Massive congratulations to him, and yeah, that was a really great race. Fantastic racing across the mountain for a whole hour. It's mad to think that it's even been an hour, boy. Feels like it's been much less than that. But yeah.
Depends on your point of view.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it depends where you are on the circuit. But for us watching, that was really, really great.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. So as the final cars make their way round, well done to the podium in each of their classes. So well done to everyone who completed the mountain. So there might be some decision making, as we did notice a couple people jumping back to the pits. So, which is banished due to not being fair. So, but yeah, I'm going to shut the stream down quickly because I've got to shoot out. So, but thank you, Dizzy.
Thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much.
Yeah, well said, Surf. But yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks, sir.
Yep.
Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.